Well, hello again, everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Gamblers University. And we have an interesting strategy for you this evening. This one's called Play a Little Longer. And that's exactly what it's designed to do. Help you stay at the table a little longer and enjoy those adult beverages and just enjoy the atmosphere of the casino. $500 buy-in, $50 win goal. Now, the base strategy of this I saw over on the Roulette Masters channel, so I'll link his channel in the description box below. And I'll invite you to go over there and take a look at his once you see this particular strategy. We have tweaked it a little bit. This is a $500 buy-in, so a low buy-in, $50 win goal. And like I said, this is a grinder, so you're going to be at the table for a while. So two goals here. First one is to win. Second one is to stay in and play a little longer. So we hope you enjoy the video. If you do, we ask that you give us a thumbs up so we know you're enjoying the content. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that button and become part of the student body here at Gamblers U. Now, we do value your opinion, so if you have a tweak you think might improve this strategy, please leave it below and we'll be happy to share it with everyone. And finally, as we suggest with all our strategies, please try this one on your software or your table at home before you take it to the casino. That way you can get comfortable betting it and be confident that it can win you some money. All right, everyone, down on the felt, we're getting ready to spin our Play a Little Longer strategy. $500 buy-in, $50 win goal. And again, this is one you might want to pull out of your toolbox if you just want to spend some time at the table without winning or losing too much either way. So we start off with a $2 bet, and you can't start at $1 bet if you can find a machine that'll let you do that. Most of them I've run into lately have been $3 minimum bets. So we're going to bet 2 dozens, and we're going to bet $2 on each dozen. Excuse me. And that'll give us a little over the minimum and eliminate that problem. Now, the last number was 1, which is first dozen, so we're going to go with the second and third dozen. I don't think it really matters, but that kind of gives us a routine so we don't have to think about it too long. So $2 on each one, a $4 starting bet. And we are off. And there's 17 blacks. That's going to be a win for us. And so now we go from the dozens. We switch over 2 columns. Keep things moving. And we're still at the minimum level because we did win. So that's $2 on the first and third column because we hit the second column with the 17. So we'll skip that one. And we're spinning again. And there's 25 red. So that is going to be a win. So we'll go back to dozens now. That one hit the third dozen, the 25. So we'll go to the first and second dozen for $2 each. Up $4 already. And again, the win goal is $50. And there's 5 red, so that's going to be another win for us. And we switch back over to columns now. We go to the first and third column since the 5 was in the second column. And let's spin it again. Up $6. And there's 12 red. And that'll be another win for us. And now we'll go back to dozen. And we hit the first dozen with the 12. So we'll eliminate that and put $2 each on the second and third dozen. And there's 18 red, another win. So it doesn't usually go this good, but we'll take it. So we'll go back to the columns. It'll be the first and second column this time, since we just hit in the third column with that 18. And we're spinning. And there's 30 red, so that's going to be our first loss. Now on losses, we double the bet and add $1. So the bet was $2 on each one of the columns. So we'll go $2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is $5. So now we'll go with a $5 bet, and the last number was 30, which is third dozen. So we'll go first and second dozen for $5 each, and we're spinning. And that's 24 black. So that's a win for us. And now we'll ladder back down to our $2 bet. And we'll go first and second column for $2 each. And we're spinning. We're sitting at $11 now. And there's 26 black. So that's going to be a win for us. Now we'll go back to the dozen. And it'll be the first and second dozen because the third dozen just hit. That's 22 black, and that's going to be another win for us. So go back to the columns, and this time it'll be the second and third column because the first column hit on the last spin. 18 red, That's another win. So now we'll go back to dozens, and we just hit the second dozen, so we'll use the first and third dozen on this bet. And we're sitting at $17 profit so far. 14 red, and that's going to be a loss. So now we go back to the columns, and we double our bet plus $1. So $2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So we'll go $5 on the first and third column since we just hit the second column, and we are spinning. 25 red. So that's going to be a win for us. So now we'll ladder back down to our base level and go with the first and second dozen since the third dozen hit the last time. And we're spinning. There's 20 black. And that's another win for us. So we'll go back to the columns now, first and third column. $2 each, and we're spinning. 26 black. That's going to be a loss, so we'll go back to the dozens, and we double the bet plus 1, so we go from $2 to $5, and we bet the first and second dozen, and we're spinning. And there's 8 red, 8 black, so that's a win for us. So we go back down to our $2 bets now, our base bet, and first and third column, we're spinning. We're at $21 profit right now. And as you can see, this is a kind of a grinding strategy here. There's another $2 win. 22 black, and we go to the first and third dozen. We're just picking up small win, small win, small win. And you got enough coverage where hopefully you'll be able to avoid a long losing streak. So there's 4 black, that's another win. So we go back to the columns, second and third column this time. Halfway there, we're at $25. 50's our goal. And there's that green monster. So when that happens, we just use the last number that hit, 4. And so now we're going to eliminate the first dozen. And we'll go to the second and third dozen, and we'll increase that bet from $2 to $5 as we double it to 4 and then add 1. That's a $5 bet. And we're spinning. And there's 10 black, so that's going to be another loss. So now we go back to the column bet, and will be the second and third column this time, and they were $5 bets, so they'll be $10 bets now. As we double it plus 1, we'll make them $11 on both the second and third column, and we'll give it a spin here. Here we go. And that's 14 red, so that's going to be a win for us. So now we'll go back down, ladder back down to the $5 level, and first and third dozen, since we just hit the second dozen, and we're spinning. And that's 4 black, so that's going to be another win for us. And now we'll ladder back down to our base level, our $2 bets, and it'll be the second and third column, and we're sitting at $27 now. And there's 7 red. That's going to be a loss. So now we go from 2 to 5, and we go to the second and third dozen, and we are spinning. And that's 34 red, so that's going to be a win. And we'll go back down now to our $2 bets, second and third column, and we're spinning. Just eking along here at $28 now. And there's 1 red, so that's going to be a loss. So we go from 2 to 5 now on our bets. And we go with the second and third dozen, and we're spinning. And there's 24 black, so that's going to be a win for us. And that means we go back down to our $2 bets, first and second dozen, and spin it again. And there's 35 black. So that's a win for us. And so stay at the $2 level with the first and second dozen here, and we're spinning. $31 profit now, so we're better than halfway. And there's 23 red, that's another win for us. So we go back to the columns. First and third column this time for $2 each. And there's 14 red. So that's going to be a loss, so we'll go from 2 to 5 now. And we'll go to first and third dozen, and we're spinning. And there's 30 red, so that's going to be a win for us. So we go back down to our $2 level and go to the first and second column, and we're spinning. And that's 29 black, so that's going to be a win for us. So we go back to our dozens now, the first and second dozen. And we're rolling. 27 red. And that's going to be a loss. So now we'll go to the columns and we'll increase our bet from $2 to $5 on each. First and second column. And there's 33 black, so that's going to be another loss. So again, we double up and add 1, and we're at the $5 level, so we double that to 10. And then we add 1. So it's an $11 bet, and we just hit the third dozen, so we'll skip that one on this particular round. And let's give it a spin. And there's 8 black. So that's going to be an $11 win. Now we'll ladder back down to the $5 level. And since we just hit the second column, we'll go to the first and third column for $5 each. And we're spinning. And that's 34. And that's going to be a win for us. So now we'll ladder back down to our base level. $2 bet. And the first and second dozen, since the third dozen just hit, sitting at $38 now. And there's 28 black, so that's going to be another loss. We're just getting a little choppy here now. So we'll go from the $2 level to the $5 level, and it'll be the second and third column. And let's see what we get. 33 black, so that's going to be a win for us. So now we'll go back down to the $2 level on the first and second dozen. And we're spinning. We're at 39 now, so we're grinding out a profit here. 23 red, and that's another $2 win. So now we go to the columns, first and third, and we're spinning again. 17 black, that's going to be a loss. So now we go from $2 to $5 as we double it plus $1. First and third dozen. And there's 8 black, so that's going to be a win for us. And we'll go back down to the $2 level, first and third column, since we just hit the second column. And we're at $42 now. And there's 20 black, so that's going to be a loss. So back up to the $5 level on the first and third dozen. And let's see if we can get a hit here, get back on track. And there's 1 red, so that is going to be a win for us. So back now to the $2 level and the second and third column, and we're spinning. And there's 6 black, so that's going to be a win for us, another $2. And now we'll go to the second and third dozen and see where that ball falls here. And that's 5 red, so once again we lose, so we go to the $5 level. First and third column. And the number this time is 4 black, so that'll be a win for us. And back down to the $2 level now. Second and third dozen, $2 each. Sitting at $46 now. And there's 16 red, so that's going to be a win for us. And now we'll go $2 on second and third column. And give it a whirl. And there's 31 black, so that's going to be a loss. So now we'll go back up to the $5 level, and that's the first and second dozen for 5 each. And there's 17 red, or 17 black, excuse me. It's a $5 win. So now we'll go back down to the $2 level, first and third column for $2 each. And let's see if we can get a hit and reach our goal here. And there's 7 red, and that is a win, and that gets us $1 above our goal of $50 with a $51 win. So just to go through the progression here, we start off with the $2 bet. If we lose that, we go from 2 to 5, so it's double the bet plus 1. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then if you lose there, double the bet plus 1. So 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. If you happen to lose there, you double the bet. So 11 times 2 is 22. Plus 1 is 23. If you lose there, double the bet plus 1. So that puts you at 47. And then if you lost there, 47 times 2 is 94, plus 1 is 95. So that would put you at $95 for your next bet. And at this point, you're getting pretty close to losing your bankroll. So that gives you 6 losses before you have to start thinking about what you're going to do. 6 losses in a row with 24 number coverage. Not impossible, but pretty hard to do. So that is the play a little longer strategy, roulette strategy. We started at $500, ended up at $551. A $51 profit, and we got to play a long time, and that's the general advantage of this particular strategy. If you have some time to kill and just want to watch the crowd go by, have an adult beverage or two, it's a good way to spend some time in the casino. So that's the play a little longer strategy. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, we ask that you give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider hitting that button and becoming part of the student body here at Gamblers U. Now, thank you once again to the Roulette Master for presenting this. And like I said, we've tweaked it a little bit, but the base strategy is one I saw over there. And once again, we do thank you for joining us, and hope you'll come back and see us again real soon. Till that time, if you're out there spinning that wheel, we wish you nothing but the best of luck, and we hope all your numbers come up winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.